Welcome to Open Mic Night. Give it up for your host and MC, Michael Blank. Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? We going to the Rino tonight, baby. I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, oh, why is Michael wearing backwards hats all of a sudden for 2 episodes in a row? Well, I'm wearing a backwards hat because I have a freaking pimple. I tried to pop it, made it worse, so just covering that shit up. You know how it be. Girls have makeup, guys have backwards hats. I gotta write these jokes. I probably got about an hour, so let's get after it. Muse, I command you to give me jokes that are so funny that they pay my rent for the next 2 years. Please. All right, sweet. I prayed to the muse. Now we're gonna write the freaking jokes. Boom, baby. We wrote some jokes. Are you ready? Number 1. One time I took a video of myself having sex with a girl, and today I masturbated to that video. That's how you know you're down bad. I felt like a retired quarterback watching my old highlight videos. Alright, number 2. I like to do charity shows. One time I did a show for a wheelchair basketball team. They gave me a standing ovation. It was a miracle. And then I had to help them all back into their wheelchairs. It was a brief miracle. They all stood up, clapped, and then fell down. All right, number 3. When I'm sleeping with a woman, I like to pretend it's a video game. After defeating both nipples, we come to the final boss, the clitoris. I don't know what comes after that level. I never beat it. All right, number 4. I'm a C-section baby. My mom is such a pussy. Like, oh, you couldn't give me a real birth experience? I had to be taken out of your stomach? Like, what were you doing when the doctor said push? Were you pulling? All right, number 5. I was driving down the street and I saw a giant speed bump. I tried to use it as a ramp to jump over some children playing in the street. I did not drive fast enough to avoid the children, but I did drive fast enough to get away. All right, those are my jokes. I thought they were a lot better until I read them back, and now I'm not so sure about them, but you know, sometimes my confidence goes up and down. So hopefully right before I go on stage, my confidence will be peaking. But only time will tell. Anyways, I'll see you fuckers at the Rino tonight. Peace. Let's go. We on the way to the Rino, baby. My dad let me borrow his car. Pretty nice. It has seat warmers. All right, we got to hit the road, baby. Let's fucking go. Boom, we made it, motherfucker. You're not allowed to donate shampoo to get a good spot on the list anymore. They're only doing that once a month, so I'm at the luck of the draw. I'm about to go see what spot I got. All right, guys, I'm number 18 on the list. I'm going up really late. There's only like 20 comics here, so I'm going up second to last. So I'm going to go to the dispensary and get edibles to kill time. I have a crippling marijuana addiction. But anyways, I just got a guest spot for Saturday. Let's go. That means I'm doing a show on Saturday. I'm not going to get paid for it, but it's like a real show and I get to do 5 to 7 minutes. All right, I just ate 70 milligrams of edibles. Probably not a great decision, but sometimes you just have to not give a fuck and just make terrible choices. Remember that, kids. I'm probably going to be on stage in about an hour, so they may or may not kick in. We'll see. Michael Blank! We did it, dude. We did it. Unfortunately, by the time I got on stage, the audience had dwindled. The comedian that went up directly before me told some crazy jokes, and then everybody walked out of the room right before I went on stage. So I was only performing for 4 people, but it's better than nobody. But yeah, the set was pretty weak. It was tough. I don't know. I think the edibles did hurt me, so that was a mistake. I definitely could have done better. Yeah, the guy before me told a joke about like masturbating or something. It was really weird, so I tried to recap it at the beginning of my set. You know, just to bridge the gap, but it didn't turn out to be very funny. Wow, did we just listen to a made-up story about jerking off to made-up children? I'm just trying to bridge the gap between what just happened. I'm also going to be touching on the masturbation premise. I'm not above it. I told the joke about the video of myself fucking a girl, but I think the delivery kind of sucked. One time, I filmed myself having sex with a girl, and today I jerked off to that video. That's not good. I feel like an old quarterback watching back highlight tapes. I used to be a stud out there. Then I told the joke about the charity show. I like to do charity shows. One time I did a show for a bunch of people in wheelchairs. I got a standing ovation. It was a miracle. And then I had to help them all back into their wheelchairs. It was a brief miracle. They stood up, clapped, and fell down. And then I told the joke about the sexual video game or whatever. When I'm sleeping with a girl, I like to pretend it's a video game. I'm like, all right, the first 2 nipples have been defeated. Now it's time to take on the final boss, the clitoris. I don't know what comes after that level. I've never gotten that far. And then I told the C-section baby. Dude, so I'm a C-section baby. Hey, wait, stick around. You're going to want to hear this. I'm a C-section baby. I guess that means my mom's a huge pussy. Like, what, you couldn't push me out of your vagina like a man? It's like, what were you doing when the doctor said push? Were you pulling? Like, come on, get me out of there. It's really fucked up because a vaginal birth is better because you get that pussy juice on you, good for your microbiome. I was deprived of that growing up. You know how hard it is to get pussy juice when you're just a kid? And then I told the giant speed bump joke. Today I saw a giant speed bump. It was so big, I was like, should I slow down or use it as a ramp to jump over these children playing in the street? And I did not drive fast enough to get over the children, but I did drive fast enough to get away, to make a clean getaway. That was pretty much the whole set. I told some more jokes after that, just like old stuff. It did all right. I should have done some crowd work, though, honestly, because there were only 4 people. I should have just been like, what are your guys' names? What do you do for a living? I could have talked to all of them individually. But yeah, that was the Rino tonight. Super fun, good time. I was just hanging out with the comedians in the parking lot. It's a little after 10 o'clock right now. I'm going to head home. Tomorrow night, we're going to the Bird Comedy Club in downtown Kansas City. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing 4 minutes. I'll see you fuckers there. Thanks for watching. Peace out.